All right, so boom. Last year, around this time, last year on Sweetest Day, I made my 5 worst love songs by rappers video. And that video was really fun to make, honestly. And I was thinking of making this best love songs video on Valentine's Day of 2020, but I went, nah, I'll just wait till Sweetest Day again. So here we are. Every love song in this video is fire, and I know y'all will love it, just like y'all love the song Carry On by Eli Ora.
Carry on. I went running onto you like etc. Like etc. Like etc. The shape of you, babe, there is no replica. There is no replica. There's no replica. Carry yourself well, you wasn't regular. Carry yourself. Carry yourself. Carry on. I said you raised my temperature.
Eli in general will be making some dope love songs, so I certainly recommend checking him out. But don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the notifications. Let's not waste no time. Let's get right into it. So after Tupac's death, there were still songs that were being released as singles under his name, and Do For Love was actually the second posthumous Tupac song ever released. Now, people love to say that Tupac was one of the greatest purely off of content and what he rapped about. Yeah, he didn't have an insane flow or no multi-syllable schemes in every song, nothing like that. But you don't need all of that to be a great artist. The meaning of your lyrics itself can make you loved by many. This song, Do For Love, is about Pac leaving a girl because of her jealous ways and attitude, but after being away from her, Pac realizes that he loves the girl too much and he wants to make it work. The girl even lies to him and says that she's pregnant to get him back, and he ends up going back to her, although he knows that she could be lying. So during the second relationship, Pac tried to give his all to this girl, but she hasn't changed whatsoever, and he finds out that she's actually been cheating on him, which makes him leave again. The third verse of this track is my favorite because now that Pac isn't with her anymore, he sees that her new boyfriend is abusive towards her and making her miserable. Now, any other guy would see a girl in this state and go like, "Hi, bitch, like you should have appreciated me when you had me." But instead, like Pac is having secret conversations on the phone with this girl behind her new boyfriend's back, telling her how much he wants to take her away from this troubled lifestyle and make her life happy like he always wanted to. But he needs the girl to put all her BS to the side and believe in him. Now, I know some of you may be hearing me explain this song and you calling Tupac a simp. And don't get me wrong, like I know why y'all say that. Pac ends every verse in this song with "Sucker for Love." And he says it throughout the chorus because "Sucker for Love" was actually the original name of the song before it got changed to "Do For Love." It's about people who know a woman is doing them dirty, but it's something about her that caused you to love her so much that you'll do whatever to be with her. This is a fantastic song and definitely a great way to start off this list. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I thought this song was so ridiculous after first hearing the hook, just off of what he was saying. Is you with me or what? Think I'm trying to give me a nut just cause honeys wanna give me the butt. I heard this and went like, this song about to be stupid as hell. But there's something about X that just immediately hooks you in. His style and just the way he says things just got me listening to the song. The first verse, how he started with, "I'm politicking with this chicken, wondering if I'm a creeper. Little hood rat chick from 25th named Tanika coming through like I do. You know, getting my bark on. Knew she was a thug cause when I met her, she had a scarf on." I heard that and like I actually wanted to hear the rest of the song. Like it got me hooked in immediately. The whole story is about X messing around with this girl who already has a man and has kids by this man, but neither she or X cares. They mess around, chill together, smoke together. There's even a point in the song where X hears that her boyfriend is out looking for him so he can beat X's ass, and X just dares him to do something. Trying to creep me? What? I'll leave that nigga sleepy. On the shrimp for you, since that's your kid's daddy, I ain't gonna send him on his way, put him up in that big caddy. Like, this is such an entertaining story to me. How you gonna mess around with this chick and then get mad that her man wants to kick your ass? Like, he has every right to, nigga. But eventually, X calls off the relationship with the girl. I think it was because he was afraid he was gonna get his ass beat. But according to him, it was because he felt like he was taking advantage of her after a while. He pretty much lets her off easy by saying, you know, like, you got a man, you got kids with this man. I ain't trying to be a homewrecker and ruin your family. But the way he dismisses her, which is the end of the last verse, is my favorite part of the song. He kind of laughs it off a bit when he tells her goodbye. He just goes, haha. She belonged to cuz, couldn't belong to me. She got 2 kids by this nigga, so it was wrong for me. Now peep how he says the last lines.
We gon' always be best of friends. Ha ha. Bad love, to the end.
Dog, I love that part. Mad love, boo, to the end. Ha ha. I really think How's It Going Down is one of X's most enjoyable songs. If you want to listen to this song in your own time, please make sure you avoid listening to the clean version. In the clean version, they cut out so much shit to where it feels like this song only has one verse. Like, did y'all hear that? Like, that was terrible. I think I'm trying to give me a ups because honeys want to give me the ups. So yeah, like I said, avoid the clean version. And also make sure that you're listening to the song How It's Going Down, because DMX has another song simply called It's Going Down. And the singing on that song is awful.
How's it going down? How is it going down? Love is blind, and it'll take over your mind.
Oh look, here we have another Rough Rider making a love song, this time with Evie Eve. How you do that? Now Eve is someone that I went out of my way to listen to her music because I had the realization that she's a quote unquote legend that nobody talks about. Eve is in that category of rappers that people don't speak about like ever. And some people will say it's because Eve already has cemented her legacy. She one of the best female rappers ever. She don't need to prove anything to anybody. I call bullshit on this because there are so many people that only know about her because of her role in the barbershop franchise complaining about apple juice.
Who drank my apple juice? Oh, y'all don't hear me?
So because of this, I took my time to listen to all of Eve's albums, and overall, you will be perfectly fine if you don't listen to Eve's music. She has a good number of enjoyable songs, a good number. But to sum up her entire discography, she's really just an okay artist. And her Lip Lock album, oh my gosh, please avoid that at all costs. And back to her first album, I only got 2 songs from this, Love Is Blind and Heaven Only Knows. Love Is Blind, according to Eve, is a true story about a friend she knew that was in a seriously abusive relationship. The abuse was sexual, physical, and mental. Eve tries to help her friend escape the relationship, of course, but the boyfriend even tells Eve, like, this is not your life, it's hers, like, so you need to mind your own business. And I like the part when Eve say that she gonna keep a clip ready for him just in case he gets too out of line.
That it was her life and stay the fuck out of it. I tried and said just for him I keep a ready clip.
The third verse of Love Is Blind is so damn raw. Unfortunately, the guy beats his girl so bad to where she ends up passing away from her injuries. And then the boyfriend goes to the girl's mother's house the next day like he didn't do anything wrong. And hey, like that clip that Eve said she had ready for him, she ended up using it on him and she blasted the dude for killing her best friend. She knows that she's about to spend a few years in jail, but she doesn't care because her homegirl got taken away from her and she knows who did it, so she had to retaliate. So initially, when I listened to Eve's first album, I was so damn bored. But I came across Love Is Blind and I was like, oh, hold on, like, oh my goodness, this song is actually like phenomenal. I rock with this. Same thing for Heaven Only Knows. I actually recommend these 2 songs for sure. Another thing about this song is that it's very weird to be performed at a concert too. I saw her performing this song and she was trying to make it hype. Like, love is blind, come on y'all, and it will take over your mind. Come on, put your hands up. Like, why am I throwing my hands in the air, waving them like I just don't care while hearing a song about a girl getting sent to the grave by her boyfriend? Like, this does not fit whatsoever. So on a serious tip, if you want to hear Shelly's music because you never cared to check it out before, like, you can. Like, I'm just saying, just don't be surprised if you don't come out with a lot of songs. Like, she only had a few for me, and Love Is Blind was one of them for sure.
What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. I'm calling. Yeah, maybe I'm selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it.
Alright, so that last entry was pretty dark, like what the song was about. So let me just liven up the mood a little bit. Selfish by Slum Village has always been a dub. First, it was produced by Kanye, which, like, come on now, like, y'all should know what that means by now. This song just sounds beautiful.
I can't help it. Yeah, no one, yeah, but me, yeah, baby.
So the Detroit rap duo Slum Village made the song Selfish for their 4th album, Detroit Deli. The title of the song pretty much gives away what the song is about, saying how there's so many gorgeous women in the world and you want them all to yourself. The first verse from T3 is low-key iconic, like shouting out women from different cities like LA, Detroit, New Orleans, and naming characteristics of each one. Kanye didn't only produce the song, he had the second verse as well. He doesn't directly talk about women, his verse is more about himself, like guys trying to take the girls that he has, and him just talking about how fresh he is, or excuse me, how fly he is. I gotta speak in old school terms, because this song came out back in the day. Also because I be having niggas telling me that the word fly is still in style. Like, no, it's not, man. Like, that's definitely some old school slang from 15 years ago. People say that when they want to relive the past, not because it's actually a term that's still in style. But lastly, the final verse is from the other Slum Village member at L's High, and he kind of putting his girls on blast with his verse. He's saying girls' names, like which city they from, and talk about how he got one girl with some good head, another girl who would buy him stuff. Like, he low-key ain't shit for this verse. But Selfish in general is a hip-hop classic. Kanye made this song sound so smooth. The whole song is just fly as hell.
Show my niggas what up in this life. Middle fingers up, I don't fuck with a 95.
This Life is actually one of the first songs I heard by Denzel, like ever, and that's why I started to like him, because in terms of melodies, Denzel definitely got it. As I've mentioned before on my channel, I wasn't a fan of Denzel's aggressive rap style, but when he's singing smooth on a song like This Life, like, you can't tell me this don't sound good.
Didn't notice, but as of late, I think I changed. Not the same since my younger days. So far I came.
Now, one of the best things that a lot of people will tell you about this song is it's very relatable. Many people have a serious breakup story that had a big impact on their life. And ever since that breakup, like, they know that they're not the same person because they've changed so much in the meantime. In this song, Denzel tells his girl how much he wants his women to be there and care for him. But unfortunately, Denzel himself wasn't the best of boyfriends and was doing things wrong, and then their relationship just didn't work out as planned. He starts to work on himself to become a better person so the relationship could work. And even the beginning of the hook, he says this: "You didn't notice, but as of late, I think I changed. Not the same since my younger days, so far I came." Knowing in yourself that you've become more mature and responsible, but you want the person you love to see your improvements and hopefully take you back, like I said, that's something that can hit a lot of people hard. The second verse is better than the first one to me because the girl actually says that she thinks she's the reason why their relationship didn't initially work. But the sad thing is, Denzel immediately sees his ex-girl going straight to talking to other guys instead of waiting for their relationship with Denzel to heal. "She told me that I wasn't losing her, that she losing me. LOVE, we out of gas. I'll see you in a week. Thinking that you won't fornicate with niggas that you meet, but silly me, now we are the same. Cupid admit defeat." That Cupid admit defeat part was hard. Like, that was like Denzel noticing that seeing the girl mess around with other dudes was the nail in the coffin, and that the love between them would never work. If you're someone who's never cared to check out Denzel Curry, you gotta at least check out This Life. It's a great song. Actually forget that. You got to at least check out his Imperial album. It's a great album. Forget that. Check out Denzel Curry's music in general. He's a great artist and he's fly as hell with his rhymes and his style.